I reversed osteoporosis naturally without any pharmaceuticals, without any drugs. And one of the things I did was jumping exercises based on a study that proved that women who did a certain kind of jumping for a certain amount of time had improved bone density. And I'm going to show you how I did it. Hi, I'm GloryB, and this is GloryB-TV, a lifestyle channel for mature women who want to look fabulous, feel amazing, and age gracefully. Well, in another series of videos I have, as of this date, making this video, I have 3 other videos about osteoporosis. 2 I did with my friend, Dr. Denise Shostek. She's also had some osteopenia. We're in that age range, and we're small women who, but women of all shapes and sizes and all ages, and even men, get osteoporosis. So when I first got the diagnosis with one of my DEXA scans, I told my doctor, I'm not taking the drugs. You can watch those other videos to find out why. Not going into that here. There are many, many reasons why. And I defied that doctor. Doctors don't know everything. They don't. And my last primary care physician, who's now retired, he admitted that to me. There's so much we don't know, is what he said to me one day. There's so much they don't know. So I reversed it myself with the following things. So with diet, with supplementation, and with exercise. And again, talked about it a lot. But I showed briefly in one of those videos how I do the jumping. But I want to show it a little bit more here. Now, jumping is only for people who don't have other physical problems that would preclude them from jumping. So if you've had certain kinds of fractures, if your doctor says don't jump, that I listen to. Or a physical therapist says don't jump, but do these other exercises, then you want to do that. But if you're relatively healthy, like I am, now I've had foraminal stenosis. I've got a whole series on that in my lower back, so I can't run anymore. I can't even do swimming because of how it works on the spine, but I have no pain from that. I can jump, however. So the thing is, if you're going to jump, you want a really good gym shoe. You want a gym shoe that is a running shoe. And I don't buy walking shoes. I buy running shoes because running shoes are designed to take the most impact. Okay. So the study that showed that the women who jump in their group who jumped 20 times with 30 seconds in between jumps had the most bone density increase happen in their bones. And I will link the study in the description box. A lot of you don't know how to open the description box. I understand that because it's different whether on your computer or if you're on a mobile device. So if you're watching on a phone or a tablet, that's a mobile device. You have to go below the video, and on the right side, there's a little V. Tap the little V. That opens the description box, and any links, products, anything I'm talking about today, lots more information, even links to the other videos will be there as well. If you're watching on a computer, go below the video. On the left side, you'll see the word show more. Click those words, show more, and that opens the description box, and everything is down there. Now, if you also want to watch the other videos, I'll have them linked in a card. So what you do is you take your mouse, tap or click in the upper right corner. Sometimes you'll see a little I for information. That's all of the cards. So I'll link the cards individually as videos, and I'll also list the one playlist, which I have an osteoporosis playlist, which has all my videos that are osteoporosis related. So by the time you're watching this, depending on the date that's showing up, which you can see on a computer, sometimes it doesn't show up on a phone, but you can see when this video went live. And if you're watching it 3 years later, I might even have more videos on osteoporosis. Now, I buy my gym shoes at Zappos because I have narrow feet. And around where I live, there's even a running shoe store, and hardly ever do they have narrow. So at Zappos, I really like them because they have free shipping to me and they have free shipping to return. So what I'll do is I'll look at a shoe that I find and I'll look at the comments to see if people say, oh, it runs small or it runs large. And I'll usually buy that shoe in 2 sizes. So the last time I ordered gym shoes from Zappos, I found 4 I liked. I ordered each of those 4 shoes in 2 sizes. I usually wear an 8. Sometimes an 8 is too small and I have to go to 8.5. So I got an 8 and an 8.5 narrow in all of these, unless they said the regular width ran narrow, and a lot of people said that, then I just get the regular width. So yeah, my feet, it's really hard to fit my feet. So I'll order them all. So that time I got 8 pair of shoes. I tried them all on, 1 pair fit, and I set the rest back. And they get them back pretty quickly and put the return on your credit card quickly. So that's how I buy my shoes. All right. Now, so I'm going to show you how the jump looks from the front and from the back. So I have some video I made of myself jumping. I use my arms and I just jump. I jump on a regular floor. I don't jump on a carpeted floor. Now I have jumped on a flat carpeted floor. Like if I'm traveling and I'm using their gym, maybe their little gym in the hotel has sort of a carpeted floor, but it's a low pile, and that's fine too. I'm still getting the impact. Now, here's the thing. When you jump, you have to land on your heels, not on the front of your foot, because in the heel, you want the impact to hit the heel and that vibration of the impact to go up your leg. Now, why the 30 seconds between? I asked Dr. Shostek about this, and she said because between the jump and your brain needs that 30 seconds for the jump to signal the brain, hey, I jumped. And then the brain needs to tell the bone, hey, something just happened, so go build some bone. Okay, so I jump, I use my arms, and I do these 20 jumps in between other exercises that I'm doing at home. I no longer work out at the gym because I refuse to wear a mask when I work out. And in our state, masks, don't wear masks. Masks, anyway, I'm not wearing a mask while I work out. That's so unhealthy. So I jump, and then I do some other kind of workout thing that I'm doing at home. I would have done it at the gym, doing weights, for example, upper body weights, lower body weights, and then I jump. As long as it's at least 30 seconds or more, it can be more than 30 seconds between, but just make sure it's 20 jumps. Now, how do I know that I got better? Well, my DEXA scan was better, but this is the part I love. I went to the dentist and I had a little cavity on the outside. And what I didn't know was he has more than one kind of Novocaine. And he used a kind, he said, told me later, that if it's just one area and it's a lower part, there's a Novocaine that takes effect right away. He doesn't have to leave the room and come back and make sure that everything's numb. And it took him a long time, and he kept jabbing me and jabbing me and jabbing me, and finally got done, and I'm like, what was that? And he said, your bone is so dense and so hard. It took him a long time to give me the Novocaine. So I said, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Because he and I have had, the dentist and I have had talks about the injectable drug, which if you get the injectable drug for bone density, it will eat away at your jawbone. And I don't have that because I didn't take any of those drugs. But now my bone is really hard so it's not fake DEXA scan showing my bones looking better. It really is hard. So I've heard of other people having some kind of unrelated issue. Maybe they're having some kind of test that includes the bone, and the doctor comes back saying, wow, your bone's really hard. But they've used this natural methods like I'm doing to get real hard, dense bone, not fake. Now, if you can't do jumping, there are other things perhaps that you can do, but you might want to talk to a physical therapist. So based on what you have going on in your body, not being able to jump, so what other exercises can you do? There are vibration plates. I will list a couple of them, or maybe I'll list more in the description box below. Some people have good experiences with that. There are people who use a rebounder. If you're going to use a rebounder, make sure you buy one that has a handle that you can hang on to while you get used to balancing. I do a lot of balancing type core exercises. Some I'm on the floor doing, I have a couple ab type exercise workouts on my channel. I'll link those below as well. And I also have 2 for glutes. But also I do some balancing exercises where I'm on my feet. So doing those is helpful as well. But definitely talk to somebody if you've had fractures or you're concerned about jumping. Talk to a physical therapist. Maybe your doctor has to order physical therapy for you, or maybe you can just find another way. Maybe a friend of a friend knows a physical therapist and you could just ask them what kinds of exercises you should be doing. But this jumping, this has been fantastic for me. I do this set at least 3 times a week while I'm doing, like I said, my other exercises. If you want to make sure that you're doing 30 seconds at a time, there are some interval timers that you can download, apps that you can download to your phone, and you can set up your own app. So you could do 5 seconds for a jump and then 30 seconds to rest, and 5 seconds for a jump and 30 seconds to rest. But you set that up and then you say, okay, give me that 20 times. And once you press it, it'll ring or ding at the end of the 5-second jump and then at the end of 30-second rest. So that would be something that you could set up to make sure you have 30 seconds in between and you're doing it 20 times. And then go check out one of my other videos. You can tap its image on the right side of your screen, or like I said, tap the little eye in the upper right hand corner, go below in the description box to check out all the other videos I've talked about today. And I'll see you in the next video.